Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like 8 o'clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom, coming to you from Helen's house. That's right, a little lady I met in the hallway yesterday. I was telling her about what I do, and she said, "You can use my place." So I'm using her place now. I just pop over, we have tea, and then I do pics right here with her plant. Her plant's name is Fred. See, that's Fred. So, anyways, I'm out of the bathroom now. Everybody in the land is all excited. I'm getting letters like, "Oh, much better ambience." Uh, Karen Samuel from Detroit, Michigan, wrote a letter saying, I loved watching your videos, but I was really getting tired of the bathroom. I'm glad you found a different ambiance. Well, thank you. I'm glad I did too. This is much more enjoyable. And Helen's beautiful and it's so much less congested. I don't need to worry about people being around all the time. Not just for the fids, just for the what's the word? The quietness, the simpleness. It's really, sometimes I just sit there and just breathe in the quietness. It's beautiful. Okay. Well, now what are we going to do? How are you going to subscribe now that I got out of the bathroom? Well, we're going to take this to even bigger things. We're going to have our own place, and we're going to do all the things that I've said in all my other videos. If you don't know what we're going to do, go check out the other videos. It tells you all about what we're going to do. What we need to talk about is yesterday was Thanksgiving for all of our U.S. fans. I'm from Canada. From Canada. Just can tell by the way I said it. From Canada. And we had our Thanksgiving a little while ago. It was wonderful too. I'm sure you're all full now, and I don't know if you're going out for Black Friday or what have you, but if you are, safe things happen, I hope, for you. Yesterday, we did some football picks. E-Money was in on this, and Richie Rich was in on this. Richie Rich, by the way, is just... Go look in the comment section. He tells you what his algorithm is about and how he does it. And it's really interesting. I like talking to him about it. But everybody took the Cowboys to win. Now, I said I don't watch football that much, but I did actually watch some of the game yesterday about that Cowboys game. Can you guys tell me who this Josh Allen kid is? Is he normally that good? Is he just a young guy coming up or what have you? Tell me in the comment section, because it obviously took everybody by surprise, or must have taken people by surprise how good he was. So just let me know down in the comment section what that's all about. For our picks, everybody in the land was taking Montreal to win yesterday. I don't know anybody who took New Jersey. If you did, good for you. But I don't know anybody who did. So we lost on that one, didn't we? Today's picks. I'm going... There we are. Oh yeah, Rangers Bruins first. By the way, I did 4 picks yesterday. Those are like about as close to for sure picks as you can get. There's a couple good ones in here as well. But there is something that has come out about yesterday's picks, that the Leafs are going to be putting Hutchinson in net. Now, Hutchinson's had a rough year. Difference is Sheldon Keefe is playing him on the first game of a back-to-back instead of a second game of a back-to-back, which is huge in hockey because the backup doesn't get a tired team all the time that way. So he's giving the spirit of fairness and giving the kid a chance to redeem himself. I have a feeling he will. I'm taking the Leafs and the over there. I did that for the Detroit as well, and I'm doing it for this one. There's some good money on that, I think. Rangers versus the Bruins early today. Probably could have got this one earlier, but honestly, I didn't know who to take here. Lundqvist is in net. He's playing crazy, but the Bruins are playing at such a high confidence level. I'm taking the Bruins 4-2, but I'm almost rooting for the Rangers because I'm rooting for Lundqvist. It seems like Lundqvist has put this team on his back and is like, we're making the freaking playoffs whether you like it or not. And I love that. but I'm still not taking him. Jets versus the Ducks. Again, Hollebuck and Gibson in net as far as I can tell. If McLean's in net, we're taking the Jets for sure. 4-2. With both of those guys in net, these are probably the number 1 and 2 goaltenders in the league right now. You would think this would be an under, but the Ducks have been playing a very high, their offense has been coming around, and the Jets' offenses have been fantastic. This seems like an going into overtime, almost guaranteed. I'm thinking 3-2, and I'm not sure. I'm going to take the Ducks. I avoid this game is what I'm trying to say. I'm taking the Jets, 3-2, I suppose. Kings versus the Sharks. Kings are weird. They have been putting together some decent games. They're well coached. McLennan really is coming back well after a questionable coaching time for the Oilers. But for the Kings, he seems to be able to be putting it together pretty good with their lineup that's pretty patchy. That being said, I really got to go with the Sharks here. They simply have more offense, more speedish, and Jones has been playing better. I'll take the Sharks 4-2. Wild versus the Sens. I'm avoiding this game because Nielsen's in net. And then they have this Kapanen kid who played fantastic. It's Capo Kakkonen, I think is his name, or Kaukonen. Apparently ripped it up in Europe, is coming here now as a rookie, and apparently they're going to play him. So I don't know if that's totally true. If Stalick is in net, I still don't know. I don't know who to pick here. I really don't. I'm taking the Wild 2-1. But I'd avoid this game. Caps versus the Bolts. From what I've seen from the Bolts this last little while, they look like a team that doesn't know how to play, doesn't know what way they want to play right now. And the Caps are just ripping. I'm taking the Caps 4-2. Knights versus the Yotes. I'm taking a flyer on the Knights here. Fleury's supposed to be in net after going through a lot of whatever he did, serious situation, illness, and stuff like that. I have a feeling the Knights are going to be rooting for them quite a bit. Playing for him quite a bit here. This is just a hunch. I'm taking the Knights 3-2. Penguins versus the Jackets. Penguins are playing as hard as the Jackets do, and they have more talent on their team. So that should equate to the Penguins winning 4-2, I'm saying. Kings versus the Preds on the road. This is a over, I would say. Rene or Saros in that they're having troubles. The Preds' biggest problem, everybody, is what's wrong with the Preds? It's their goaltending that's wrong with the Preds. That's it. They need to fix their goaltending. But the Canes, too. Mrazek has been inconsistent. I just think the Canes have more firepower and they're at home, so I'm taking them. And I'm saying like 5-4, like big over. Stars versus the Blues. Blues are a great road team. Stars are becoming a great home team. The only thing I know for sure about this one is that it's likely under. Not for sure about, as for sure as I can get. I'm taking the Stars 3-2. Now I'm going to do some percentages here real quick. Bruins over the Rangers, I give them 70% to win. Jets versus the Ducks, I give the Jets about 55%. Seriously, it's that minor of a percentage. That's why I'm not sure about that game. Kings versus the Sharks, I give the Sharks about 70% chance to win. Wild versus the Sens, I give the Wild a slight edge. Again, 55%. Caps versus the Bolts, I give the Caps about 60 to 65%, somewhere around there, to win this game on the road. Probably 60. Knights versus the Yotes, I'm giving the Knights a slight edge just because of an emotional edge. Otherwise, I would probably be taking the Yotes here. I just think emotionally, this team is going to be driven now that Fleury's back. Penguins versus the Jackets. I give the Penguins about a 70% roster and everything here on the road, which is pretty huge, simply because they both play the same game and Penguins have more offense. Preds versus the Canes. I give the Canes about 60% at home against the Preds, but I give the over about 85. And Stars versus the Blues, I give the Stars about 55% to win. So there we go. I don't have any picks for you for today, Richie Rich and all of those other guys. Basketball picks, tennis picks, whatever the case may be, whatever you got, throw it down there. I'll do a video on it when I get a chance. Wow, I need some naps. I hope you do too. Or, well, I know you do too, because there's no way you got 14 naps in yet today, is there? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Lots of love to you.